Well, Mark, it goes without saying, disappointing result in the County Cup and a rather unique situation. We've gone out of the competition twice.
Yeah. Humbling, to be fair. Full credit to Carlisle City. I thought they were very worthy winners. I thought their players were excellent, and I mean that's always the risk, isn't it? They're always the risk. It's a really fine balance, I think, County Cup games and that sort of thing. That you try and make 5 or 6 changes maybe from the weekend, and you try and preserve some players. We left Jamie at home and Swings and Alex Mitchell and tried not to play. I didn't want to play, Effie, Dav, Tom Stevenson, etc. So you got 5 or 6 there that had played. Then we tinkered with not tinkered with the shape, but the personnel a little bit. Obviously brought in a young lad to have a look at him at left back, and we put Clarkey to right back, a bit more familiar. Played Charlie Barnes at centre half. So just had a play, not a play, because it sounds like we've been disrespectful to it, and we're not. I thought it was men against boys first half, if I'm honest, and that's not disrespectful to our young players, because the more exposure we give them of these situations, the better. And again, I'm not experimenting with the County Cup. I'm not disrespecting it. We came here wanting to win, and we came here very much of the mindset, and the communication to the players was that if you're not at it tonight, like we were against Matlock on Saturday, if you're not at that from a physical press intensity perspective, you run the risk of losing the game. And I didn't think we started the game well. We've conceded from two set plays today, which is criminal, and a mistake at centre half. So yeah, I thought actually second half we had a little bit more control in the game, created lots of chances, but there's no complaints about the end result for me.
As bad as it was first half, there was a chance where we almost got back into the game, hit the bar twice in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, but they've hit the bar at the end there as well. I was disappointed with our reaction to the third goal. So we made a mistake. They happened, So the mistake for the third goal, and then we stopped doing all the things we've done ever so well in the second half, because we controlled the tempo of the game. We'd created, Dav's had a decent chance. There's one in the first minute of the second half where I think it's Stedo and Kai just need to tap in at the front post. So, it's nobody wants to lose football matches. If Workington fans that have been here tonight come and see me at Whitby, I'll give them the £3 back, and I genuinely mean that, because if they've paid to watch that, I understand that there was bits of it where if you'd watched us on Saturday,
no comparison.
There's no comparison. But I mean, there's personnel changes, but like I've said, that's not an excuse. We should have enough with players who've maybe been around the fringes of what we've done, and we wanted to give them some minutes tonight, an opportunity tonight. But we didn't. We were outworked. We were, they were really effective in what they did. They were really effective at set players, which is, but we're going to get that in the Northern Premier League every week. There's no, that's, the mentality for me wasn't where we needed to be tonight, and that's on me. We've told, but we tell the players what the expectation is. I thought there was pockets of, Ruben Gruel was excellent again, but he's going to be excellent again, in this sort of environment, and that kid embodies what we need more of from more people. I say, listen, it's brought us back down to earth pretty quickly, which is all right. It's all right. We're out of the County Cup. We wanted to go and win it. We haven't done. There'll be lessons that are learned, but undoubtedly our priority is getting up that division in the Northern Premier League, and that starts with putting this to bed, getting all the couple of the lads back involved, your Jamie Allens, your Swings, etc., back on Thursday to train, and we'll go to Whitby trying to take the best of the Matlock performance and trying to put this behind us as quickly as we can.
Any consolations out there at all? Any positives to come from it?
Probably not. We've created some decent chances second half, but it's the intensity. I've said to the boys that when I left the ground on Saturday, all day Sunday, I'm thinking, right, that is the blueprint of what we're good at. And what I would say is we put GPS on the boys, so we know about work rate, we know about intensity, we know how important they are, and there's a direct correlation between how intense we are as a team and the result that we get. You look at Worksop at home, Matlock at home, our intensity through the roof, something like 13,000 metres of sprints over 7 metres per second, which is good, really good. I'm pretty sure tonight that we've done less than 10,000, and that is a big difference. You know, you
yeah.
look at some of our poor performances this year. That's been the difference at the intensity. And listen, I can say we put everything out there on Saturday, and you know, your Kais and your Rubens and those players that played 90 minutes on Saturday, you know, might an excuse. You know, we are the senior football club in the county, and you know, we've been brought back down to earth with a bang, and that's full credit to Carlisle City. And you know, it might have answered a couple of questions for a couple of people, for me, in terms of performance or mentality, but you know, we have to put it to bed. We have to get it out of our system quickly, and we'll do that on Thursday when we train.
A word on the new signing, brought a left back in from the northeast.
Yeah, well, Joe's, you know, we've just wanted to get him around and sort of see what he's about, and this was a nice opportunity for us to do that. So he'll come in and train with us on Thursday, and we'll sort of see. He's got, you know, been in the youth setup at South Shields and played a little bit of Blythe at the start of the year. I think one of the things we certainly need at the moment is a bit more depth. You know, you look at the bench on Saturday, and we've got young players. They're good young players, don't get me wrong. You know, I've been really impressed with young Alfie, for example. I mean, you look at the impact Stedo's having on our season as a young player, 18 years old. So we are trying to blood these young players where we can. And tonight was another step on their learning curve towards where we need them to be. So, you know, young Joe we'll have another look at on Thursday. We do need to get a couple. We've been really close to a couple, and then we've just sort of fallen at the last hurdle to either to a team that's close to home for the player that we're trying to get in, or you know, not managed to get something over the line. That happens. It's not that we aren't actively, you know, trying to improve this squad and trying to strengthen it. Having said that, you know, I'm told that the Carlisle boys might be back available this week. I'm told that, you know, we think we know Swings will be back, Jamie Allen will be back. So all of a sudden, what we have done this season has gone from sort of famine to feast very quickly.
Yeah.
And that we've never had that real period of consistency, which I'm hoping we can get now on the run in for the last, you know, 2 or 3 months of the season.
Final question: any injuries tonight?
Well, that was the biggest concern is that, you know, I didn't want to pick up any knocks. Riggy's got a little knock, which is the last thing I needed. I only wanted him out there for an hour, and I think the competitive nature of the game takes over, and you want to leave him out there to try and get you something. But he's obviously been away for 2 weeks, so just to get some minutes back in his legs. He's got a little knock, but I think he'll be okay. Kai Nugent probably ran through too much tonight. Obviously, Alex had to withdraw from the squad today, so we could have we were too late to get another of the players on the bench, so we were just a little bit short in terms of the bench. But yeah, it's we just wanted to get everyone through it. I didn't want to use Effie at all, but I just thought we needed him in there just to give us that little bit more composure that Effie does, and he did that. So yeah, lots to pick out of it, but I'll be honest, I'm going to put it straight in the bin. Because I'd rather focus on everything we did ever so well against Matlock. We'll have a look at the data, that's what we will do, because we won't excuse players who haven't worked hard for the football club. And if that's the case, you know, there will be different conversations on Thursday about work rate, intensity, aggression at times. You know, they were much more aggressive than us. Like I said, Menvie boys first half, and that, you know, that wins your football matches. And we gave ourselves too much to do, even though we controlled some large parts of the second half. We still didn't, you know, they went into a low block and we were effective at it. So we expected that little bit more quality than we had tonight. So yeah, no excuses. Really disappointed of the account we gave of ourselves. Really disappointed to go out. But I'll be honest, if we dwell on it, you know, we've more important things to worry about. And again, sound like I'm not being disrespectful to it. We've got to make sure we go to Whitby on Saturday and try and get 3 points. And if we can deliver the performance like we did against Matlock, we've got every chance of doing that.
Mark, appreciate your honesty. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.